I'm getting quizzed.
No matter where you go,
I like to bank it off another surface.
no matter who you meet, you're bound to find
We'll see if she'll put it together in the ring.
something strangely scintillating
What is that?
around our state.
It's unbelievable what people put on the Lost and Found.
Or maybe
Someone found a Pyrex container full of salad.
just plain bizarre.
Is this a turtle in my yard?
Most birds have personalities.
Quirky, Colorado.
He never goes naked.
Stories to smile about.
I love you. I'm so proud of you. You're awesome. I love you.
I'm 9 News storyteller Nelson Garcia. What better place to talk about all things quirky than the History Colorado Center, which celebrates what makes our state different. From the mountains to the plains, from the funny to the weird. In our first story, reporter Kyle Clark and photojournalist Chris Hansen tag along with an artist on a mission.
Erica, I'm so glad that you're here.
It's easier to see by the light of day.
Coffee is important, not only out here, but every day.
These people haven't always been in the picture.
Okay, Marisha, did you meet Elise?
But this isn't the first picture.
So is Andrea here right now?
In fact, today will be the last.
It's been almost exactly 2 years and 2 months, and it does not feel like it at all.
2
It
years
feels like it's been like 2 days.
after Lisa Martin set out, without the crowd, chasing Bierstadt.
I was way more in love with the artist than I was the mountain.
Like the famous landscape artist, her passion is painting. She's a hiker by happenstance.
She wasn't big into the hiking part of it, and so it was fun to watch because I'm not sure she knew what she was getting into, but she crushed it.
And there's the sunrise. Dun, 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 dun.
First Mount Bierstadt, then another 14er, then another.
Man, these things are heavy.
Coming down from the mountain, each mountain, with a painting from the summit.
Great.
All 58 of Colorado's 14,000-foot peaks.
Handies, Chavano, Culebra, Mount Sherman, Bierstadt, my favorite, Humboldt Peak, Princeton, Pyramid Peak, Uncompahgre, no. Yeah, Uncompahgre. Let's go back. This one is Uncompahgre.
I feel like I'm getting quizzed.
Holy Cross.
I guess because it was just a personal goal, I didn't really think that it would be publicized or people would care that I was painting pictures. People do a lot of things on tops of mountains.
But the people piled up like the paintings.
What a pretty day.
They met on this mountain or that, and they all gathered to cheer Lisa to the summit of her final peak, Mount of the Holy Cross.
I love you. I'm so proud of you. You're awesome.
I love you. Oh my gosh.
Lisa's people.
Like meeting people is so much better even than the mountains are, in my opinion. Meeting people like you guys.
And so, for a little while,
Didn't do it yet. I still have to do painting.
Lisa's back where she started. Just her and an idea
Titanium white.
and a bag full of paint and brushes. 20 minutes with her canvas. Then it's time to pack up for the long hike down the mountain.
I mean, purple sounds like a really good decision too, right?
It was like one of the best ideas I've ever seen anybody pull off. It's like not only finishing, but doing something really cool at the top too.
Somewhere along the way, Lisa the painter became Lisa the happy hiker.
It was about after hike number 20.
Feels a little weird. A little happy, a little sad.
So proud of you.
58 peaks, 58 sunrises,
Love you, girls.
ascents, descents, the countless friends, and the lessons learned along the way.
I've definitely learned what my limits are and what they are not. And I've learned that going to nature doesn't fix problems. If there's anything I'm going through in my life, I learned that going to nature can help you think, but it doesn't really solve anything.
The people aren't in the paintings, but for Lisa,
That was super romantic.
they'll always be in the picture.
It's not the top of a 14er, but we take you to a classroom learning geography. Photojournalist Ann Herbst and I show you a unique world traveler teaching kids.
And think about places you know Chester's visited. That'll help you.
Traveling the world
Yep. Chester's been to India.
makes someone special.
Yeah, that's right.
In Kathy Zook's class
Okay.
at Hodgkins Elementary School in Westminster.
It's really fun to have him in our class.
It started about 10 years ago.
Well, I first met Chester when my son was 6 years old.
Oh, yeah?
Chester is a guru
149's right on the inside.
of geography.
The fact that Chester has traveled the world, I think, is amazing.
And then he, of course, comes with his stories, and he keeps a journal as well.
He is the fastest
He has been on a cruise.
stuffed land animal in the world.
So this is his passport.
Chester the traveling cheetah
This is the Philippines.
usually goes with Zook,
He's been to the Vatican, he's been to Holland, he's been to Paris.
but often travels with her friends,
My vice principal wants to take him on her honeymoon this summer to Costa Rica.
celebrating faithfulness with a cheetah.
Well, Chester's never been to Costa Rica, so why not bring him with us?
And he's always dressed. I mean, he never goes naked.
Chester faces tough security.
And they laid him out on the x-ray machine as he's going through, and I'm like, please.
He's been treated like a VIP.
He did get to meet Jim Lovell, the commander of the Apollo 13.
He's been severely soiled.
So I have to take him to the dry cleaner, the spa. That's the spa.
He's been diabolically damaged.
I had one bad kid. He chopped off one of his whiskers. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I know who it is, too.
57 degrees west, so.
Chester hopscotches across the globe
Luxembourg is this one.
because kids like Jesus Terrazas
Yeah, but Rome's over here.
can't.
My kids, primarily in this area, is fairly economically challenged.
I've been to Wyoming. I've been to Las Vegas with my parents.
For students who might not have the ability to travel the world at some point in their life, they get to live vicariously through Chester.
Live
Oh, we were at 6 degrees, wait.
and learn.
These are coordinates of different places that Chester has gone.
Number 9 was Honolulu.
But with Chester, we can actually relate to him and things that he might have done.
It's fun to travel, and you see so many cool things.
For those who take Chester,
So he's going with some friends to Korea here shortly.
just don't lose him.
My friend Amanda, she's the music teacher here, and she took him on a cruise to Alaska.
It depends on who you ask. Because some people say that Chester got left behind at one of the shops in one of the Alaskan towns.
They left him with her son's backpack in Seward, Alaska.
He kind of left the room in the middle of the night to go find some more adult entertainment, shall we say.
A liar and a cheetah.
Next day he was wearing sunglasses all day, carrying around a bottle of aspirin, I'm just saying.
While some stories and Chester may not be real,
You need to be over here.
his adventures are.
Now look up. Imagine hot oil is being poured on you, and you're like, ah, as you're shot by an arrow.
Yeah, I feel like I've gone more places mentally, but not physically.
And there's nothing imaginary
It's a great job.
about the passion to teach kids
It's a great job.
who usually don't go too far
Thank you.
from Hodgkins Elementary.
There you go. That's where your paw goes.
With photojournalist Ann Herbst, Nelson Garcia, 9 News. Coming up next, a cunning canine turning heads
Most people who get a bulldog want a couch potato to love.
and a story of love and profits.
They're my extended family.
Snow. It's one of the things we love about Colorado. And while we've had a lot of fun with these, we thought a red shovel might be a bit more useful.
When we declare a red shovel day, it means enough snow in the area to cause traffic slowdowns, school delays, or even closures.
We'll have all that information for you on 9 News, 9news.com, and the 9 News app.
But snow isn't just about delays. We're in Colorado. We want to see your pictures and videos.
Show us how you're helping your neighbors.
We're in this together. Let's make this a great snow season.
In a year in which we all faced many challenges, we all came together to make Colorado a better place to live.
From honoring teachers and difference makers in our communities,
To experiencing science and weather in cool ways.
Pledging to beat cancer by supporting Race for the Cure and No Shave November.
To everyone who donated blood to save lives.
Food, clothing, coats, and toys for those in need.
And money to help send our veterans on the honor flight.
Thank you, Colorado. Let's make 2017 even better.
He saw the tornado coming. Roman Glenbo was working in his garage. He had just enough time to kind of tuck down. Boom, got hit dead on. By the time we got there, Roman was out looking around, picking up pieces of his life, and he's already laughing about it. He's out shooting hoops, saying nobody was hurt. I'm fine, my pugs are fine, my wife's fine. I cannot imagine being in that good of a mood. We see that over and over from Coloradans. Good humor in the face of adversity.
Team Challenge is the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America's endurance training and fundraising program. When you join, you'll help fund cures for Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. With our half-marathon training program, you'll train with experienced coaches for over 16 weeks to run or walk a half marathon at an exciting destination race, including Chicago, Napa, Nashville, Lisbon, Las Vegas, and others. Choose your challenge. Teams forming now.
It's 3 p.m.
For 50 million kids across America, school's out. And for a third of these kids, they're out on their own. Out with nowhere to go and nothing to do. But every afternoon is a chance to change America's future. All you have to do is open the door. It's time to support the Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
Athletes can come in all shapes and sizes. Reporter Steve Steger and photojournalist Ann Herbst follow an unlikely athlete on 4 legs.
Competitors in any other sport wouldn't need this kind of reminder. But this is no ordinary sport.
But in training, she's wonderful. We'll see if she'll put it together in the ring.
And Dorothy Wysocki,
I need to go in here.
No ordinary coach.
Tunnel. Get that tunnel.
It's important
Get that tunnel.
to get a feel
Happy dog, let's go.
for the field of play, especially when you're up against this kind of competition.
Border Collies are probably your most athletic dog.
He comes from lines that are performance lines.
Piper, Big Sur, and Ponzi, please go in at the dog walk. Dog agility is not necessarily
Okay, come on out.
for dogs
Please start.
like Apricot.
Scramble down. Addie girl. Left. Left.
That's 27 pounds of pure champion lap dog.
What is that?
Hopping those hurdles.
Easy.
Something you don't see often in an English bulldog.
Most people who get a bulldog want a couch potato to love or at their feet. You don't get a bulldog to do athletic things. But I love to do these athletic things.
The laziness factor is still present.
You want a cookie? Load up.
The only time she isn't resting in her crate is when she's competing.
The big thing with a bulldog is they don't do things to please you. They do what they want to do.
There isn't much competition in the field of bulldog agility.
Very good, get him.
But Apricot comes from a powerful pedigree. Her dad was once the most talked about bulldog in agility.
There's a Bulldog Hall of Fame for performance, for doing this sort of thing. Oh yeah, her dad's in it, her mom's in it, her older brother's in it, her older sister's in it, her aunt's in it.
Now Apricot's the top bulldog for 3 years running, and she added 2 ribbons today.
Get that left. Get it.
Perhaps changing the old saying.
Really good.
Maybe you can teach a bulldog cool tricks.
Yes, it is.
Steve Steger,
That's a great dog.
9 News.
That's a very good dog.
From dogs to chickens, Coloradoans love their animals. Reporter Victoria Sanchez met up with one boy, turning that love into something much more.
There's something special.
Yes, that's me.
About this kid.
I raise chickens and turkeys and geese.
Lots of kids do that.
This is Peanut.
But when was the last time you've seen someone pet a turkey?
Most birds have personalities.
Like it was a cat.
I have proof.
Or teach a gosling to swim.
They don't get much cuter than this.
Or convince a turkey.
She's a great mama.
To adopt baby chickens. Raleigh Godsey.
This is a pilgrim goose.
Is a true poultry whisperer.
That seems pretty accurate.
Some boys love their dogs.
Hey girl.
He loves his birds. Like his own flesh and blood.
They're my extended family.
But they're not just his buddies, they're his business. This is his office, and these are his employees.
I guess you can think of it that way.
But Raleigh also thinks of it like this.
I think of it as these are like, it's like money grows on trees. These are the money trees.
A year ago, he rescued 76 caged hens slated for the dinner table. His birds didn't look the best.
No tail. Oh, hey.
But to this poultry whisperer, it's what's inside that counts.
Oh, there's 2 in here.
Raleigh takes care of these birds by himself.
There we go.
Mostly.
My brother's a temporary employee.
He cleans and checks all of his flock's eggs for any imperfections.
Most of them are looking good.
Only the best can be called Pan's prize. That's his company.
Hello. At least you didn't run out of eggs this time.
Yeah, that's right.
The preservery in the River North neighborhood of Denver highlights Raleigh's eggs by the dozen.
This is my little corner.
We've got a super strong, loyal following in the marketplace. There's people that come for their eggs on a weekly basis.
He's 12.
They're so good.
And already making an impact on the local culinary scene.
So we're very impressed with his ambition and his stick-to-itiveness, for sure.
There's even a special dish with Raleigh's name on the menu, but you won't see him behind the counter much. The farm is his true calling, because that's where a poultry whisperer belongs. hatching his next big plan.
How can you not love this? How can you not love all of this?
With photojournalist Ann Herbst, Victoria Sanchez, 9 News.
After the break,
My husband said, boy, she's not going to have fun tonight.
solving many mysteries in a mountain town.
You think it's the end. You're not gonna live.
We were in a moment of terror.
It was just a horrible scene.
I turned around and looked at my house, and I realized that I didn't have a house anymore.
Jewish Family Service distributes tons of food to the hungry, counsels hundreds of people in pain, employs those with disabilities, provides hope and help to seniors, helps the unemployed get jobs, and assists refugees new to America.
Touching 21,000 people every single year.
JFS does so much, and yet it comes down to you. You have the power to change the world.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Gift giving is hard.
Gift giving is an art. What do you give the person who's got everything?
I gave her a heifer.
You're giving me a cow for my birthday? It's a farm animal.
It's more than a gift. A farm animal helps families in hunger. Gifts like this change lives.
Give different.
Christmas, Valentine's Day, Hanukkah, whatever you want.
Give a family life.
It's more than a gift.
It's the best gift I ever gave. Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Crested Butte is one of those towns with a character of its own, so it should be no surprise that reporter Jonathan Gonzalez and photojournalist Ann Herbst found this story there.
A lot of people stumbled across here.
People come here to get lost.
Sometimes when people leave wherever they're from,
I'm originally from New York.
Boulder, rural Des Moines, Iowa.
It's less about what they lose, more about what they find.
Kind of just the way Crested Butte rolls, I guess. We find things here.
Nowhere in this mountain oasis is this more apparent,
and I want to get you some messages,
and more literal than here.
6:33 here at KBUT Crested Butte,
where the news of the day,
high temperatures should be about 40,
is balanced by songs spun by dozens of volunteer DJs.
Tedeschi Trucks, new album from them.
People aren't going to listen to the information you're bringing them unless you entertain them along the way.
But no segment may be as entertaining
We've got Lost on Elk Avenue
as the station's analog version of a Craigslist ad.
It's unbelievable what people put on the Lost and Found.
KBUT's Lost and Found is a daily service that helps reunite lost items in the Gunnison Valley to their rightful owners.
Someone found a Pyrex container full of salad.
For all of KBUT's 30 years on the air,
baby blanket,
they've been reuniting the community.
I think hearing aid.
With all of their lost items.
Birth control pills. My husband said, boy, she's not going to have fun tonight. No, I shouldn't say that.
Write it down on a piece of paper.
A dark brown wallet.
And no matter what it is,
you kind of listen to...
They'll read it.
Well, what are people losing?
There have been turtles on the Lost and Found.
And it was moving very slowly. And I'm like, is this a turtle in my yard?
We've had, you know, dentures.
You couldn't miss the teeth. I mean, they were teeth.
Sometimes the owners come forward.
No one ever claimed the turtle. Weird.
Sometimes it's finders keepers, even with dentures.
No one is supposed to know that, but yes.
You would think in a town so small,
The town of Crested Butte is basically 10 by 10 blocks.
people wouldn't lose so much when they get here. Right, Marshall?
The Bermuda Triangle exists on those 3 blocks, and that's probably where the majority of stuff gets lost.
The what triangle?
Yeah, the Bermuda Triangle.
Bermuda Triangle.
There's 3 main bars in town.
Kachivers, the Eldo, and the Talk of the Town.
On a Friday and Saturday night, once you get in, it's hard to get out.
How bad could a tiny piece of a tiny town be?
I found underwear. I don't understand how you go home without your underwear, but...
Though perhaps the most inexplicable tale of all.
Someone lost a chinchilla. It was reported alive but wounded.
She found this chinchilla, and so she brought it to the vet.
So we anesthetized him to splint his leg.
Yeah, I don't even know what that is. It's like a hedgehog or something, I think.
So we're airing it for like a week or whatever, lost chinchilla. So then she comes back about a week later and she said, oh, I got to take that off.
It was not a chinchilla. We found out that he was a woodland pack rat.
So it was a wild rodent.
We've got partly cloudy skies expected for the evening.
It's KBUT's way of helping Crested Butte.
It's that simple, it works.
Deal with what's lost.
It truly works.
So the community can focus on what it finds here every day.
Tranquility.
With photojournalist Ann Herbst.
Community.
Jonathan Gonzalez.
250 PBRs.
9 News.
If family equals fun, then they're having a blast. Next.
There are heroes among us. They don't fly or bend steel or ride off into the sunset. They simply volunteer to look after someone else's health by providing comfort, lending a hand, or simply keeping us on track. Everyone's health needs a hero. Who will you look out for?
Find out how you can participate in improving our health. Visit iparticipate.org.
To keep you and your family safe, it's important to be cautious. Keep your house safe by closing the windows, the main door, and the garage door. Keep your valuables in your car safe by never leaving anything visible. Choose a well-traveled route when taking a walk. And be aware of your surroundings when using an ATM. It's that easy to be safe. It's up to you. And for your safety, you have them to protect and serve you, the Denver Police Department.
At camp, we believe all children should have superpowers, like the power to feel safe and the power to be protected. But each year in Colorado, thousands of children are victims of child abuse and neglect. You can help by supporting KEMP in their efforts to prevent child abuse. KEMP treats abused children, trains professionals, and conducts research to ensure a healthy and hopeful future for these innocent victims. Learn more at KEMPE.org and give a child the power to be a kid again.
Happy birthday! That's wonderful. Thank you, dear, very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You make me feel so young. You make me feel so spring has sprung. And every time I see you,
you're not fooling anybody you know. Think young. Pass it on. A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
No more. It's none of my business.
No more. I'm sure they'll work it out.
No more. It only happened once.
No more. He said he was sorry. No more. Why doesn't she just leave?
No more. Not my problem.
No more. But he has such a bright future.
No more. He didn't mean it.
No more bystanding.
No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
Family get-togethers can be fun. Sometimes they can even be daunting. Photojournalist Chris Shaleen and I show you a one-of-a-kind family reunion in Colorado. In golf, the lower your number, the better your score.
Yes.
Yes. But in this golf tournament,
All right.
low numbers
This is the 49th year.
are hard to come by.
I golf once a year, and this is it.
Ron Newton has been playing in the Newton Invitational Tournament
I like to bank it off another surface.
for the last 25 years
That's my game.
against members of his own family.
Nice shot.
There you go.
And by the numbers,
16.
this is always a big tournament.
There are 20 of us, and but 18 grew up to adulthood.
Ron is one of 20 siblings born to James and Laura Newton from Meade, Colorado.
They used to call it affectionately Newtonville instead of Meade.
His mom had 2 sets of twins. Ron was one.
I am number 16.
Oh, yeah.
The middle child in a set of triplets.
Did you get that?
No, I did.
The youngest triplet, Richard, can't play anymore, but he wouldn't miss this.
Well, it's a reunion. That's when we all get together. The family stays together. We keep the next generation interested in it.
They grew up as farmers in the small Weld County community, in the only building big enough for the Newtons, Town Hall.
Every one of her children except one was born at home with a midwife attending.
He says she was basically always pregnant for 26 straight years.
But my mother was very strong, very physically strong.
And so were he and his brothers.
When we were born, the 3 of us, there were still basketball hoops hanging above us.
The triplets, plus one younger brother David, were 4 of the 5 starters, winning the state basketball championship at Meade High School in 1957.
You grow up with that many kids in the family, you know, you're very competitive. We were not afraid of adversity. Our lives were difficult.
Now their lives are bountiful by numbers.
To present to my fabulous nephew, Matt Newton.
The 20 siblings had a total of 62 kids, with many success stories.
We lost this game.
And now the next generation,
Look at Brady.
like 16-year-old Joe Newton,
Ron would be my great uncle.
they currently total 105.
It's so crazy being one of 105 because you feel like you're so minuscule compared to the family, but that's what makes the family strong is there's so many people to have your back. There's so many people to talk to and learn from.
The teen appreciates the struggles his family fought through.
They all had to care for each other or they wouldn't be here today.
There's only 7 of us left now, and it won't be long before, you know, that first generation won't be attending these.
It won't be long
Get up there.
until the newest Newton
It actually helps my swing dramatically.
can compete for glory.
Yeah, actually this one is on tap to be the next Newton.
Allie Newton carries number 106, due in November.
I think some of them are not going to be very happy with me that I'm only going to probably do 2.
After all, this is the type of golf tournament where a little help is okay.
You're welcome.
And the higher the numbers just means the Newtons are on course.
That's fun. All right.
Got it.
With photojournalist Chris Shalene.
Uncle Ron.
Thank you.
You're the best.
Yes.
Nelson Garcia, 9 News. In 2017, the Newtons will have their 50th annual reunion, and that should be a big one. With all the things to celebrate in Colorado being unique and quirky is part of what our state is about. Thanks for joining us, and thanks to the History Colorado Center. Have a good night.
Snow. It's one of the things we love about Colorado. And while we've had a lot of fun with these, we thought a red shovel might be a bit more useful.
When we declare a red shovel day, it means enough snow in the area to cause traffic slowdowns, school delays, or even closures.
We'll have all that information for you on 9News, 9News.com, and the 9News app.
But snow isn't just about delays. We're in Colorado. We want to see your pictures and videos.
Show us how you're helping your neighbors.
We're in this together. Let's make this a great snow season.
In a year in which we all faced many challenges, we all came together to make Colorado a better place to live.
From honoring teachers and difference makers in our communities,
to experiencing science and weather in cool ways.
Pledging to beat cancer by supporting Race for the Cure and No Shave November.
To everyone who donated blood to save lives.
Food, clothing, coats, and toys for those in need.
And money to help send our veterans on the honor flight.
Thank you, Colorado. Let's make 2017 even better. Kyra turned 13 years old. On her birthday, she decided, you know what, instead of getting presents, that she wanted to give her presents to cancer patients. Why give your gifts away? And she said to me, giving gifts feels so much better to me than actually getting them. She goes, if other kids my age felt the way that I did, maybe the world would be a better place. And I thought, wow, that is something that is so